Imagine waking up one morning in January and your life begins to shift in ways you can't quite explain. Your mind feels clearer, your stress begins to dissolve, and opportunities seem to flow into your life effortlessly. What if I told you that the answer to this unexpected transformation lies in something as simple as salt? Yes, the very same salt that sits quietly in your kitchen could unlock something extraordinary if placed in the right spot in your home. This isn't superstition. It's an ancient wisdom that has stood the test of time. And before you think it's too good to be true, let me tell you why millions have trusted this method for centuries. But first, if you're curious about how small intentional acts can transform your life, hit that like button, share this video with someone who might need it, and subscribe to Buddhism Wisdom for more secrets of positivity, abundance, and protection. Now, let's dive deeper into the remarkable story of salt and the sacred corner of your house you'll want to focus on this January. To understand why salt is far more than a cooking ingredient, we need to go back in time, far back. Salt has been revered since the dawn of civilization. The Egyptians used it for mummification, believing it could preserve not just bodies, but also protect the soul in its journey to the afterlife. Roman soldiers were paid with salt, giving rise to the word salary, a reminder of its immense value. In medieval Europe, salt was so powerful it sparked revolts and wars. Kings and traders who controlled its supply held untold power. But beyond economics, salt has always held spiritual significance. From sacred rituals in Christianity, where it purifies holy water, to Hindu ceremonies where it symbolizes purity, salt is seen as a bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. Even Japanese sumo wrestlers throw salt to cleanse the ring before combat, a nod to its protective power against unseen forces. Now here's where it gets interesting, and why this matters to you. Salt has a unique scientific ability to cleanse and protect, both physically and energetically. You see, salt is composed of sodium and chloride, two ions that are essential for life. But more fascinating is what happens when salt interacts with energy. When placed in the right environment, salt absorbs negativity. Yes, negativity, like a sponge. Ever notice how a Himalayan salt lamp makes a space feel calm? That's because salt releases negative ions, which improve mood, reduce stress, and even increase oxygen flow to the brain. Science is finally catching up to what ancient wisdom has always known. Salt purifies not just our physical spaces, but our emotional and energetic fields as well. Let's ask ourselves today, salt works both wisdom and wonder. Now here comes the part you've been waiting for. What happens when you put salt in this sacred corner of your house in January 2025? Let me share a story of someone just like you, who felt trapped in a cycle of stress, financial blocks, and overwhelming negativity. Clara, a woman in her late 50s, was skeptical when she first heard about this ancient salt ritual. She had nothing to lose, so she decided to try it. On the 1st of January, she took a small bowl of coarse sea salt and placed it in the far left corner of her living room, what Feng Shui calls the wealth corner. Within days, something shifted. Clara noticed that her home felt lighter, her constant feelings of fatigue disappeared, and her mind became clearer. Soon after, unexpected opportunities started coming her way. A forgotten client paid off an old debt, her relationships improved, and she finally felt at peace. Coincidence? Maybe, but Clara isn't alone. In fact, across many traditions, Buddhism, Taoism, and even old European folk practices, the placement of salt in the wealth or energy corners of a home is believed to cleanse stagnation and attract positivity. The far left corner of your home, according to Feng Shui principles, governs prosperity and abundance. For the more positive and healthful practices of Buddhism, the far left corner of your home is believed to cleanse stagnation and attract positivity. The far west corner of your home, according to Buddhism, governs positivity. The far left corner of your home is believed to symbolize mercy. Stagnant or blocked energy in this area can cause financial difficulties, lack of opportunities, and even emotional exhaustion. By placing salt here, and here's the key, with intention, you essentially cleanse your home's energy field and invite new opportunities to flow into your life. Now, before you grab a bowl of salt and start placing it all over the house, let me share a few critical tips. First, not all salt is created equal. Coarse sea salt or Himalayan salt works best because of its natural, unrefined properties. Second, intention matters. As you place the salt, take a moment to pause and focus your energy. Hold the bowl in your hands, close your eyes, and say something like, "I invite positivity, peace, and abundance into this space." This simple act aligns your mind and energy with your intentions, amplifying the salt's ability to work its magic. At this point, you might be asking, is this all just a placebo? That's a fair question, and I'm not here to convince you otherwise. But consider this. Throughout history, countless cultures have turned to salt not just for its physical properties, but for its ability to purify and protect. There's a reason it has been used in blessings, rituals, and even as a talisman to ward off negative forces. Science tells us salt neutralizes toxins and releases negative ions, but perhaps its true power lies in what it represents: purity, balance, and intention. Here's something to think about. How often do we neglect the spaces where we live? We clean surfaces, we organize clutter, but we rarely cleanse the invisible energy that surrounds us. Think of your home as a mirror of your life. When energy becomes stagnant, so too can opportunities, relationships, and well-being. By putting salt in the right place and doing it intentionally, you're not just cleansing a physical space, you're resetting your mind and spirit. And let's be honest, with everything happening in the world, who couldn't use a fresh start in January? Now let me interrupt for a moment, because I know what you're thinking. What if it doesn't work? Well, here's a better question. What if it does? What if this small act brings you exactly what you've been looking for? Whether it's peace of mind, a breakthrough in your finances, or simply a happier, lighter home. Clara didn't believe it either, and yet her story, and the stories of so many others, speaks for itself. It costs you nothing to try, but the rewards could be life-changing. As you prepare for January, let this be your opportunity to create a shift. Don't wait for the year to unfold with the same patterns. Take charge and set the tone for what's to come. Start by choosing a small bowl or dish, something that feels meaningful to you. Add a handful of sea salt, place it in the far left corner of your living room or home, and let it sit undisturbed for 1 week. While you do this, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is my time for peace, positivity, and prosperity. Remember, intention is everything. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Salt may be a small, unassuming thing, but sometimes it's the smallest actions that lead to the biggest transformations. As you stand at the threshold of a new year, consider this an invitation to reset, recharge, and realign your life with what truly matters. If you found this video intriguing, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need this wisdom. And if you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe to Buddhism Wisdom for more life-changing insights rooted in ancient teachings. For your next step, check out this video here. It's another powerful practice you can start right now to attract positivity and abundance. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.